that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gets it quickly out wide to Fulton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
All right, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, a 23-yard run. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out right at the 35. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Tua now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Tua. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came Last thing he says, we're walking off the field. We're playing mistake-free football. That just went out the window. That would pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, now Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Carr now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A big play there for Minnesota. 61 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. 50 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first quarter touchdown there.
Ready.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Slide 2.
Tua going to throw. He's got his man. It's It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
In motion comes the tight end left.
29.
Carr now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense, a lot of field behind them, get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Complete, Jefferson to target. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Come on, set. Watch out now, stick.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here we go, set.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The drive starts with a run by White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw his Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Here we go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run now for Nwangu. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua sets up to pass it. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Raiders have got him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Carr now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Pushes him over. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu already
ready his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Garibay on for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
It's the score. Vikings 21, Raiders 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. It's caught here by Adams.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch them drive. That would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
into the red zone. It's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Tua. His throw incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Ready. Steal. Check, steal.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Raiders 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 24.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson,
75 yards.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Garibay on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Raiders 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
29.
Carr.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it.
There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
There's a nice move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, CD always